A good one, Jordan Murray. You got Dedrick Parson in the backfield. Shager's going to throw it, and a low throw. Second down 10. That's Parson in motion. Shager, another short throw, and that's the tight end Murray, who makes the catch. Up tempo. That's the MO for Hawaii, at least to start this ball game. That's Parson. He is strong. 5 pounds. Tough guys from Philadelphia. Shager again, this time on the mark, and it's dropped.
Overall.
Got a 3rd down and 2. First drive of the game. Hawaii on the move. Shager, another throw. This one's caught. And into Ship on the coverage.
They really like Bowens because of his straightaway speed. Does a good job of pushing off the defensive here.
From the 45. Shager, man open. Caught. Phillips.
Side, the adjustment here by Vandy is to try to press these guys up a little bit.
Hawaii is moving. Phillips again. And this time, and it feels like Shager right now has rhythm. 3rd down and 2. Parson busts it outside. He's 20. He's 10. He's in. Touch. In the offseason between this year and next. Shager and a big arm. And a 2nd down and 10. That's the big arm, and it's incomplete.
That their head coach learned at Nevada.
That's right. He said, I don't want to be labeled. Here comes a blitz. Shager gets rid of it quickly. Pinoque, what it looks like.
It's a really nice response by this defense. It brings some field pressure there. The ball gets out, but great job.
And that's where he was a star. That's a fabled high school in all of high school football. And this is Parson trying to bust outside, and he's not.
He's small. He's 205 pounds. We saw his strength there.
Parson bounces this one outside. Got a burst. Got a 1st down. Inside. Well, the history of tight
is, especially when the run and shoot was here, and that was one of the limitations. But he stays in. Great job by Parsons bouncing. And you look doing that.
2nd down 8. Shager fires it. Tylen. They're down at about 13. Blitz. Shager's throw incomplete. Hawaii scored on their first possession. And Vanderbilt on their last possession sticks it in.
Oh!
Ball's loose, and it's picked up. Orji with it into the end zone.
Just a great job of flowing to the football. Orji comes inside underneath, forces the bounce outside. Hard to see who forced that ball. It might have been Mahoney. He's their
day. Shager whips it, caught there. Pinoque at the 38-yard line on 1st and 10. Shager, it's been a short passing game for him.
Here, move the chains a little bit.
2nd down 9. Throwing into the blitz, and that's caught. 2. And they get it off in time. Big blitz coming. Shager in problem. Oh, almost threw it. And that's going to be a roughing the passer.
Yeah, I thought one of the keys coming in was not flinching. They ran this blitz again. This is the 2nd time on 3rd down they have gotten to Shager. But unfortunately, it's a foul, and it's Orji, the guy that just made the good play. Clarification there.
Shager, ooh, another short throw.
A deep shot here.
Parson
Had a high school game where he had chipped some teeth, spit the teeth out, and kept playing.
Has time, dumped it off. Parson.
There was nobody trailing them in coverage, and they got some positive yards finally.
We'll stop and start. Parson.
As a walk-on, he led the Bison in rushing in 2019 and 20. Then he transferred to Hawaii.
He finds a home as he has in Hawaii. 3rd down and about 2. That's Parson again, and he's met.
And then the fire zone really shut that down.
That's
so the way to fix that's put some tight ends on there and add some RPO game.
And they throw to the tight end. That's just outside the 22.
2nd and forever.
Shager has time, pocket, back of the end zone.
Well, 3rd downs. Now they're showing it again.
And here they come. Shager stands in, lobs it, end zone. It's caught and forced the fumble. pried it out of his hands.
Coaches are really excited about Jordan Murray. That is a
Vanderbilt. The last two deep shots were to the tight end, Jordan Murray. Shager, sideline. That's.
You don't want a 3 and out this part of the field.
Diedrich Parson out of the backfield, cuts across at the same time a lot in this situation. Both guys rush from the end. Shager has a pocket and a man. That's Pinoque. He's got a lot of field in front of him. Pinoque to the 40.
He's here to bait him into throwing a quick break off inside.
Yeah, they do. They drop back. There's a deep shot. That's for Pinoque. And it's well.
About that in the film.
Second down and 10. And that's Parson. And he's blitzing. Shager got some heat, and he's caught and dropped. You pointed out, Aaron, they've got plenty of time left in the half.
This is just a nice job bringing a blitz from the backside from the bounce, but you cannot afford to turn the ball over here because the one turnover, the scoop and score, has been the difference.
Shager, there's the out, there's the catch, and he dashes out of
there. Time for 2 plays with 1 timeout in your back pocket.
Shager steps up, looking, fires, and it's incomplete.
Right, because with a right-handed quarterback, he wants to roll right to buy himself time.
There's the roll, but he's a long ways from the goal line, and he's just going to fire it out of bounds.
Do something to spark this offense.
From the 25 on 1st and 10, Yellen, a quick throw. Nice to get your rhythm that way.
Talk about the run game. They've averaged 6 yards per carry. Don't be afraid to run it.
Yeah, Diedrich Parson had some nice runs. For Timmy Chang, his offensive coordinator, Ian Shoemaker. Yellen pulls it, gets hit hard, hits his man. That's Pinoque Worship with a stop.
There was backside pressure, and Yellen had to get that foot that these coaches love and that Shoemaker would love to be able to have.
Pressure, got it up in the air, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver, 2nd and 10.
Mahoney was beat right there. Play action, RPO, boom. If he holds onto that ball just a split second more.
Hawai'i fan watching this, there's a lot of hope. 51 new players. They're moving the football. There's a strike right to Phillips. And
the game is making a big difference. They bring pressure off the backside again, boom, but he's getting the ball out. That's something. Got to be thinking 4-down territory here if you're Hawai'i.
Very likely. Sidearm throw. Phillips hits. They need just a yard. Got to get to the 37. Shotgun. And that is not going to.
That means that this guy could blitz. When you're up here, you got to watch all that stuff, and the offensive line kind of takes isolated defensive end spot.
If you just joined us, Joey Yellen now quarterbacking. Blitz comes. Yellen dumps it off. Nice catch by Parson. Lost the ball. It's picked up.
23 minutes of this game.
Yellen escaping. Little flick. Oh, what a nice leaping catch for Hawai'i. They need more of them.
Jared Asua, the brother of John Asua, who was a great wide receiver for this team, said, man, Walthal's got bunnies. Means he got hops, and we saw him right there. That ball was a little high, but 4 went up and got it.
17 yards on the completion. Yellen's throw is on the money. There's a lot to like what we've seen.
State, but he's got a big arm, and the more he gets to understand this offense.
Another one on the money. Pinoque again. And
Laurel's being up 32 points. You got to start playing.
Yellen finds his man on the Phillips in motion. Yellen, sidearm, that was creative.
Eastern Washington, his offense knows how to go. He needs a quarterback to do it, and Yellen just might be his guy.
Yellen's throw is incomplete. They're down 5. Yellen, pressure, lobs it up.
Question about that. Yellen's just trying to give this play a chance, but this is excellent coverage over there by B.J.
And here they come. That
did, and he said, when I looked down the sidelines, they had the case of, oh man, here we go again. And that's bad when you're a losing team, because in his belief, and finally we believed in ourselves, and that's when we did damage, and that's what Vanderbilt is in the process of doing. The numbers speak for themselves, but it's the way that they responded, Rich. You mentioned it. That's what's been most impressive.
Yep.
It's been all Vandy ever since. How do they respond?
Well, they've been
success. You don't want them to go into the tank. You want to be able to show them things on film that they did well.
and open up that new stadium.
I had a chance to go by the Aztecs practice on Wednesday, and they are going to be good this season.
That bowl game bonding trip that coaches value so much, if they get to the postseason, if they get a bowl.
It's an iconic piece of American history and played such a pivotal role in World War II.
Yellen goes down.
Those are the sorts of things you need to do. And once again, the pressure packages from first-year defensive level of competition they'll see, but this is what you should do to a team that you're better than.
3 sacks tonight. And another. He is the team leader for Vanderbilt, and he has been terrific tonight.
Less year than we saw a season ago.
Back in the ballgame is Braden Shager, who started this game. And Hawaii keeps it on. It's come in about 45 or 46 of them. Not only are they tutored, but they become the tutors for
the high school players, but with many of the other collegiate quarterbacks around the country.
That's
and
they're
asking, is a people game. We love the X's and O's. We love the trenches. We love the strategy. But at the end of the day, it's a sport about people. And that's the...
He was going to prank call his offensive coordinator on the phone just to calm him down.
For the first time I saw him at the SEC Media Days being interviewed, where you really got a sense of his personality. And let's be honest, to be a quarterback, big shout out to them. It's the best poke I've ever had in my life.
You have an NIL with them, right?
I would love to. And also go to actually make his bust because his head was so big. So it took him a couple years to get in, but he finally got in this year.
For hammering a former teammate of yours. My goodness.
Love you, Hellahead.
Shager rolling. His teams. We need to win the response. If something goes wrong, we need to win the response. They had a hard time doing that last year. Shager's throw caught in traffic.
And Braden Shager, who right now is doing a good job moving the team against the twos for Vandy. Maddox there.
James Phillips getting an unassisted tackle there. Jordan Johnson, first carry. Stays on his feet, the freshman out of Dallas.
Watch this now. You want to talk about dropping the wood? Football's a game of leverage. Great individual efforts, and that's what we were told we would see. I don't know how we're going to play, whether or not we'll be able to keep up with their athleticism, but I know we'll play goosebumps. He said this group of kids deserves something. There's a pride here. There's a
Tex in that new stadium. We'll see what progress they've made in that time. Shager is hit in
the FBS this year. This is a pretty good group that they were able to get after, and that was largely